In 1998, the world was in a turning point. The dot-com boom, the internet, taking all over the world, businesses getting replaced, and the way we search for any information has changed forever.
3, 2, 1!
In 1998, Google was founded, and surprisingly, it was my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Me and Google have the same age. Since I was a kid, I was one of those guys, the kid who always has to say something, the weird kid, the kid who's always asking existential questions. I was very curious, in my eyes, but not others. When I was 13 years old, that was my turning point forever. Our school director has received so much complaint from the janitors, from the teachers, from the students, that I was a terrible kid and disturbing in class. So, he called me to his office and said,
"If you don't bring your parents tomorrow, you're going to be suspended forever."
I was scared.
Yes, sir.
I finished class, went back home, scared. I didn't even tell to my fathers. Waited for my mom to come, and then my mom came. It was late. I can see in her face she's tired, but she's always laughing when she sees me. She always greets me with a smiling face. She always knows my face and said,
"What happened, son? You okay?"
I was like,
Yeah, Mom. Our director told me to bring my parents. Or I'm suspended.
"What's the problem? It's okay. We'll go early in the morning, okay? We're not gonna tell your father. Did you eat?"
no.
Okay, I'll prepare something for you. You will eat, and then you go to sleep, okay? Brush your teeth, take a shower.
She always makes things really safe. She always makes things easy. Even though I was not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. The sun come up, like nothing happened. We eat breakfast, she waited for me, dressed me, prepared my lunch, and then we went to school. While we were in a school, our math teacher located me from a mile away, salivating, comes running towards us and said,
"Are you Abel's mother?"
with a confident voice, she's like,
Yes, sir.
"I'm sorry to tell you this, but your son is a very disturbed kid. He's always asking these weird questions. He is unteachable. He is always disturbing the class, influencing other kids, making them not focus on their studies. It is really tough to teach him."
That was my first nightmare ever. But that's not over yet. The physics teacher came. The biology teacher came. The chemistry teacher came. My English teacher came. Grown men surrounded my mom like a pack of wolves, just to tell her how a terrible, disturbed, unteachable kid I was in front of the whole school. Everybody was watching. I've never seen my mom this angry ever before. While the whole school was watching, she holds my hand, pulled me closer to her, and said, while the whole school was listening, to all the teachers,
As an educator, your job is to educate the youth, not to terrorize them. My son understands everything. Whatever question he has, you should be answering him. He's only 13. All of you should be ashamed of yourself.
while the whole school was listening. She grabs me by the hand.
Come on, son. Let's go.
I was really lucky to have a mother like her. I've never seen my mom this angry. I thought she would be angry by me, but a tiger protecting her cubs. When we're out of the school, she kneels down.
Look at me, son. You are not dumb. You are very clever. You can do whatever you want. I'm working this hard to educate you. We'll change school immediately. You'll continue your education. You are very clever.
Kisses me on my forehead.
The sun don't stop for anybody. Tomorrow is another day.
Nobody stood up to me like that ever again. Nobody stood up for me like my mom stood up. Even though I felt lonely, I made a promise to myself. I'm going to focus on my education forever. I'm going to be a good student. I can take care of that. Even though I felt lonely, I can manage. But I'm going to make my mom proud. I'm going to stand up for her like she stood up for me. I focused on my school. I focused on my studies. Changed new school. Even though it was terrible to find new friends, new location, new friends, new teachers. I stopped asking questions. Stopped finding my people. Made a promise to myself. I'm going to design an app that connects people with their specific needs, specific questions, specific needs and wants. That was the year Niche was born, when I was 13 years old. Thanks to my parents, even though it was hard focusing on my studies, failing grades twice, not understanding, but I stick through it. And then, finally, I found an opportunity to study my software engineering degree in China, in Wuhan city. Ring any bells? Wuhan city? I was so happy that day. Wow, new country, new people. I'm gonna get my people there. I'm never going to be lonely ever again. I'm going to find educated people who ask questions, people who truly understand this reality. Boy, was I a fool. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Way different culture, different language, different personality, different taste, different need. I have never felt lonelier ever in my entire life. All my traumatized past has just multiplied by billions. Yet, I could not give up. Girlfriends, friends, partying. Even though circumstances has made us friends, nobody understand nobody. That circumstance made us together. Roommates, neighbors, classmates. That's all. That's the only relevance that we have. No deep down connections. I started to focus on my school again. Started to focus on my social platform. Started to understand what variables are, what syntax is, what Java++ is, what C++ is, what is Python, what are numbers, what are zeros and ones. That day, I still reminisce that day that my mom stood up for me. I have to keep going. Don't give up, Abel. You got this. We have to finish this. I started to do good on my classes, started to design my social platform, decades of work, started to fix the interface, started to fix some bug errors, and then graduated from my class, top student, an outstanding student. I've never seen my mom this happy ever in her entire life. Her smile was like a bright sun. She embraces me, she hugs me, she even said thank you. Surprisingly, I should be thanking her. Yet, I felt lonely. When I started my internship, there's this talk in the software engineering community. It was started, for somebody that knows, it was started as a chatbot, not as an AI. Nobody understand what that is, but I've never seen anything took over the world this fast. A lot of colleagues got replaced. A lot of coworkers laid off, including me. Even though circumstances made us friends, they're still my coworkers. Nothing is better than something. Felt lonely again. Nobody cared. The whole world gave us its back. Well, even though you learn hard for 5 years, even though you're terrible at math, and just to graduate, you work so hard, sleepless night, even though you graduated in honors, you're replaceable. Not even with a human. So, yeah, thank you for that hard work. In 2023, I have my first interaction with an AI. I don't really focus on it, but I have given it my decades of work, 300 words, English prompt, and then clicked enter. Another nightmare came. All of that decades of work, fixing, editing, decorating, dreams and hopes, less than 300 characters, less than 300 words, in under 3 minutes. It generated me a way better website, beautiful interface, smooth. Every click has passed through. Even though it has some problems, it was phenomenal. Just like that. Decades of work, gone. Dark thoughts crept in me, suicidal thoughts. I wish I could show you guys how devastated I was, but you can understand. AI is not stopping. It's gonna get a lot way better, a lot more cheaper, a lot more easier. I'm never giving up on my dreams. My niche platform is gonna get better. I'm going to incorporate another AI in it. I'm never giving up. Just like my mom stood up for me, I have to stood up for her too. I have to move forward with AI. The world needs to do that. I don't think AI is gonna stop. I'm sure some of you would understand, but most of us doesn't really understand what actually AI is. There is no such thing as AI. AI does not exist. It's just a marketing term, a buzzword. There is no separate consciousness that cares for you, that has empathy, that understands what you said to him. What we usually call AI is called LLMs, large language models. We put these large language models in some data centers and we feed them with large amounts of data. And then they just predict. That's all. If 1 plus 1 equals with whatever data that we gave it to him, if 86% of the data is 2, it's going to give you 2. Prediction. That's all. All of the data I have seems to be 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, so it's 2. No emotions, no understanding, no critical thinking. That's it. For any of you that used to talk to AI, it does not care for you. Use AI to your advantage. AI interaction is good, but it's not real. Human interaction is way better than AI interaction. Use AI to your advantage. AI is not going to replace us. It's not going to be the end of us. It's just zeros and ones. It's run by bits. It's either 0 or 1. The real thread is a quantum computer, or AGI. Other bits are zeros or ones, but this quantum computer, we call it qubits. It's 0 and 1 at the same time. It's a really spooky area, but that's for another episode. Thank you everybody for listening. Use AI to your advantage. Move forward with AI. Thank you for listening. Again, human interaction is way better than AI interaction. Thank you everybody.